Alright guys, I haven't seen this, but I'm super excited to go ahead and check it out and give you guys my reaction to the brand new Overwatch Mega Patch for specifically April Fools. So I'm not sure how long this patch will actually last, but I'm really excited to go ahead and check it out. If you guys haven't seen it before, basically they do crazy things that makes the game really fun for like a couple days or like a week. So starting right off, the newer changes: maximum ultimate charge preserved on hero swap is increased from 15 to 49. And by the way, these patch notes are going to be live right now, and it will end on April 8th. I don't know if there's going to be a mode for it, or if it's just like in quick play, but I'm pretty sure in ranked they don't count. So let's see, it says we're going to call it Balanced Overwatch. So it's going to be a new mode. So let's go ahead and start right off with D.Va. So the newer changes is that you can now move backwards with the boosters, and it can be canceled with crouch. Canceling the ability with crouch in the first 0.4 seconds reduces the cooldown time, and the self-destruct knockback gets increased by 900%. So you can hit people probably off the map super easy with D.Va's new ultimate. With Doomfist over here, Power Block and Meteor Strike also empower your next quick melee. And then with Power Block, the movement speed modifier is increased. So I guess you actually get to move faster while blocking versus, I guess, slower. Interesting. Junkrat Queen, the Jagged Blade, pressing the secondary fire while it's active, magnetizes Junkrat Queen to Gracie. So I think instead of pulling yourself, I guess, instead of pulling the knife towards you with the target, you now get to go to the target. That's kind of an interesting change. Cooldown now starts when Blade starts returning. Oh, so it's kind of a nerf, but the cooldown is decreased, so it's only a 4-second cooldown. That could be really fun. So you just pull people, instead of pulling people towards you, again, you get to just fly towards them. But we'll have to wait and see if that's actually any good, because at what distance? Because you could probably do some crazy stuff with this. I almost want them to add that as an option, like a skill point or something that you can change. Malga, the health is decreased from 350 to 25, so he dies in one hit. The Malga scale has been reduced. I'm not sure what that really means. The scale of what, his character hitbox or something? I don't know, but like basically that means you can't play Malga. Hitting enemies who are on fire will ignite them. But maybe you do really good damage. But if he only has 25 HP, that's going to be kind of funny. But he still has some armor, though. And he gets to overheal. But, like, if he's literally at 25 HP, that means, like, a Torb turret can just 2-tap him, right? Or, I don't know how much armor he has off the top of my head. I'm guessing it's maybe, like, 200 or something. But, I mean, this is pretty massive nerf to Malga. So, Malga is actually maybe unplayable. Or he might be OP, I don't know, it could be one or the other. With Orisa over here, the ricochet on energy javelin, so you can bounce it like a scatter arrow, and it explodes when it sticks. I wonder if that makes Orisa really good, because that means if it sticks in them, does it not push back? Because if you can hit the target, push them back into the wall, and then it explodes, I mean, what is it, one-shots everything if you hit with this, and it ricochets? Dude, I really want to give you guys gameplay of this, and I'm going to get gameplay of this, but I cannot just go into the training grounds. I have to actually go into individual games, so that's why I wanted to make this video going over all of them real quick. So Ramattra over here, the base armor is going to get increased. They removed his ultimate ability to ability 1, so he just has his ultimate. No longer pauses while it deals damage, so it just infinitely goes on. The movement speed gets increased, the duration gets increased, the damage per second is decreased. Oh, so you lose some damage on it. But dude, if it lasts forever and it's just on your ability to, okay, I'm 100% playing Ramattra first. This seems broken. Next up over here, they removed his ability from 1 to his ultimate. Always has Annihilation while active. Fully heals Ramattra. Ramatra's gonna be insane, dude. The damage got increased and the range got, dude, Ramattra absolutely S tier. Best character for this patch. Reinhardt over here, so the barrier field, you can press primary fire to reflect projectiles. So the barrier reflects, dude, what? That's busted. So you can just sit there with Reinhardt and just reflect everything like Genji. The health decreases by 20% every second. Oh, so you can only hold it up for, I don't know, what's that, 5 seconds? The barrier size got decreased while reflecting. Okay, but that's still, like, insane. That is so cool. Okay, so Reinhardt is going to be very fun. Pigpen, the projectile speed got increased, and the projectile damage got increased. So you could throw this at him, and it does damage. And the cooldown is still too long. I don't really care for a hog. Sigma over here, the accretion, that's the rock, right? The projectile speed got slower, but the gravity got decreased. I'm not sure what that means. That means it goes super slow. Pressing the ability while acceleration is active will cause the rock to crash into the ground. When crashed, it will deal 50 damage in a 4-meter radius and stun anyone who damaged. Oh, so it goes super slow, but then you can pop it on the ground. Okay, interesting. Winston, the secondary fire now chains between enemies. Oh, you have a chain lightning. And then we have Primal Rage. The punches also cause lightning to chain between enemies. So Winston just straight up got a nice buff. Wrecking Ball over here, the quad cannons deals increased damage as you continue to walk sideways. It's a very strange thing. Wrecking Ball sideways movement speed? That's going to be funny to see, because you always are moving sideways with the character, which means I guess you couldn't really see it. But I guess if you're in the ball form, it's going to be interesting to see. Zarya, the particle bearer and projected bearer increases the size of the bubble target by 1 point. Oh, so you just get more charge with Zarya. Fred, new ability on mouse scroll, so it's a weapon swap. Call in Fred to charge for a short duration before leaving. So maybe it's just like the Bob's charge, it just charges in. So that's kind of cool. On a free ability, that's always fun. Like I said, the point of this is just more fun than balance. So configuration assault. So assault is now the default form, so you're always transformed. Movement speed penalty has been removed. Oh, that's gonna be insane. Now it has 150 ammo. The damage got decreased by half. Oh, that means it's a lot worse. But it does 1.5 damage for crits, so you can do crits and then deal, what is that? So you basically deal the same amount of damage if you get headshots. Bastion actually, I think, used to have headshots already with his like transform form. Next up, reconfigured, now transfer him into Recon, grants movement speed bonus to 35, and Sentry now fires shotgun blast. Oh, this is kind of cool. Like, this is worth testing out too. We're gonna test out so many of these guys. With Cassidy, wanted new passive. Once one enemy is marked, kill them to gain 50 health, and until the next time you die. After 5 kills, you gain 1 health each time. Wait. When an enemy is marked, you kill them and you gain HP. After 5 kills, you gain 1 health each time. Like, it starts stacking, you get more and more HP. That could be pretty interesting. Next up, focus beam targets within 8 meters of echoes take damage if they are under half health. Okay, that's what it used to do, right? Take damage as if they're under. Oh, so if you're close to them, that means they always. Oh, dude, you could just start melting cards. This is actually gonna be pretty insane. Duplicate can no longer. You don't get to choose who to duplicate. You can now duplicate allies. Duplicate's health no longer is capped at 300 shields. It grants you 100 extra shields, and the bonus ult charge gain rate is increased from 4 to 6.5. So you can maybe get like 2 ultimates over there. Genji, press primary fire with perfect timing to critically deflect a projectile. Huh. I wonder if this means that you can actually just continuously like use it. But it just has to be perfectly timed. Maybe it only has like a 1 second thing. That could be actually a really awesome change for Genji, because that way when anything happens, you just block it. That's like a skill cap thing. I like it. Hanzo, the number of ricochets changed from 1 to 3 for storm arrows. The number of projectiles per shot increased by 1 to 5. And then the damage of each projectile got increased. So number of ricochets. So you can just start bouncing like crazy now with this thing. It's kind of like, what's the old skill he had? Scatter arrow, but the damage got reduced. But so it just shoots out 5 every single time. Dude, this might be actually super OP, but it's going to be dependent on where the location is. If it's in like a small roof, I mean, you literally have an insane, crazy shotgun for every single one. Like, you get 5 of these, right? Or what was it? How many storm arrows you get? 5 or something like that. But this could be pretty crazy. You're shooting 25 arrows and each mounts 3 times? I mean, the damage is like nothing, but you damage boost that thing. Dude, I want to try this with like a mercy pocket. That would be crazy. So with Junkrat, you can now detonate frag launcher projectiles with secondary fire. Okay, whatever. It doesn't really mean that much. May gets a new ability. She has an avalanche launch. It's a new ability. Press jump in the air to activate. Creates a large pillar of ice under May. It can be canceled with interact. So she can jump in the air and she shoots out an avalanche. I mean, does this like go up, then it falls down, and like it squishes them or something? I remember May actually had an ability where she can turn into the ice block and it hits for 300 damage. It was pretty crazy. I don't remember if it was like the last April Fools, but I had gameplay of it where Zarya grabbed the entire team. I made an ice wall, jumped off it, turned into an ice block, and it just killed the whole team. It's pretty fun. Pharah, new ability, Jetland, press crouch while in the air, dashes downwards towards the ground. Does it do damage though? We'll have to wait and see. Reaper, Hellfire shotguns. Primary fire now only shoots 1 shotgun. Damage per bullet got reduced. The ammo got increased. Secondary fire now shoots the other shotgun. So you have more ammo. I'm guessing you just get to fire like super fast is how it kind of works. But if it's reduced and you get more ammo, that's basically the same thing, right? Like if it's basically half the damage would be... Yeah, that's basically... It's actually a small buff by 0.1 is the damage, I think, is the newer change. But we'll wait and see if it actually sets up on fire, because it's called the Hellfire shotgun. So Sojourn, the Disruptor Shot, can now pull in enemies in deploy. You can deploy Disruptor Shot early again. Oh, that's kind of cool. So you have like a mini Zarya grab. We'll have to wait and see how OP that is. Because if they can't get out of it, because it pulls enemies maybe just one time. It doesn't constantly suck, right? Could be cool though. You know what it probably is? It's probably just a modified Orisa ability. If you guys remember, Orisa had that. So with Soldier 76, he has a heavy pulse rifle. Can now be used during sprint. Using heavy pulse rifle while sprinting has a spread of 2. So it means, I'm guessing that's higher recoil, but you can sprint and shoot at the same time. Dude, no one's going to be able to hit Soldier. This could actually be super fun. This is what I like to see, though. These are crazy things. Solar Burst, so the virus, killing an enemy infected with the virus, attempts to spread to a nearby enemy. Oh, shoot. That could be really cool. If you can confirm a target, this could be, like, if it can infinitely spread, oh my gosh. Symmetra teleporter only places an exit teleporter. So allies can use the teleport regardless of the location. Oh, this is like basically old Symmetra's teleporter. I think it's kind of how it works. It's like whatever. Torbjorn deployed turret can now stick to wall, ceiling, and allies. Oh my gosh. Okay. Here's the play, guys. We attach it to Sombra, have Sombra cloak, and have her running around. Or, I mean, attaching it to a Pharah, having her in the air with a Mercy Pocket. The problem is you can't repair the turret, and the turret doesn't self-heal. But, like, that's just crazy. I mean, the fact that you could attach it to, like, a ball or something. Dude, this is awesome, dude. I think the fact that you can attach it to allies is the craziest thing. Tracer, recall randomly sends you to the past or future, changing how your pulse pistols work. I don't really understand how this works, but it sounds memes. Grappling Hook has 3 charges. Getting a crit hit with Widow's secondary projectile replenishes 1 charge of the ability. Wow, that is pretty insane. Good luck killing Widow, though. Now it's like parkour. Sleep enemies slowly rise while sleeping enemies take fall damage when they land. So you sleep an enemy, and then they just... That means if you land asleep, you're basically killing the enemy, right? Because if they just keep on... fall damage, that's interesting. Baptiste over here, Exo Boots now launches you forward rather than upward. Okay, so you get to, wait, forward and then upward. Because I remember Baptiste had an infinite bounce. If you guys remember the last April Fool's, man, we had some crazy games with that. Amp Matrix increases the speed of projectiles shot through by 200%. I'm trying to think of what was like a really slow projectile. I wonder if it also gives damage too, but this could be pretty weird. Because I wonder if that means, like, everything becomes hit scan, like Junkrat just becomes hit scan on it. Pretty cool change because it's going to be crazier interactions. Brig, the scale got increased, so she's bigger, I think is how it works. Armor got increased, shield barrier got increased, always uses bigger size. Oh, like her ultimate. Rally resets your shield bash, cooldown movement speed increase. Okay, so basically she is like, this is what's funny with this, guys. This is literally how Brig came out. I think she had like 800 shields when she first came out, which is funny because now it's not even as good as how she was, and this is like a joke. Okay, Alari over here, what's her new ability? So Captive Sun, after using Captive Sun, she becomes solar installed, she moves faster, charges her solar rifle faster, her rifle always charges to full power. Wait, because she fires faster too, right? Movement speed, attack speed, wait, so after she uses her ult, she's just permanently like OP? Oh, is this her ultimate, or is that her little spin? Solar powered new passive Alari is always solar installed when the sun is out. So that means on certain maps, if there's the sun, you just become OP. Okay, we gotta play Alari. That's content. So now protection Suzu now grants allies 10% damage boost, 10% healing, 50% movement speed, and 700% increase jump height. Wow, that's broken. New passive Kiriko can jump in the air in extra time. Okay, that's like whatever. Pedal now raises up from 20 meters, whatever. It doesn't really matter too much. That's it. Then he got kind of the short of the stick. I mean, yeah, you can put someone at the top of the map, but I'm trying to think what would actually be good with that. If Torb Turret can shoot through it, I mean, that'd be too far to even hit. In terms of the range, it might be just too far. But Sonic Amplifier, so we got increased ammo with Lucio, bullet recovery, or it says recovery decrease, so he shoots faster, shoots 3 bullets every volley during speed boost and 5 during heal. So he gets this could be pretty interesting. So when he's healing, he gets to do more damage. And then Sound Barrier knocks up enemies. Oh, so he gets to knock them all up like a Sig ult. That's kind of cool. So Mercy, damage boost from secondary fire removed. Secondary fire is now damage staff. Damage staff fires Caduceus blaster projectiles, so the projectiles are in a smaller radius. Size gets bigger during ult. 2 more damage. Projectiles reload automatically while not firing. Projectiles reload at twice the speed while healing or after 4 seconds without firing. Can fire projectiles at a reduced firing speed if heal beam is active. So you get to heal and shoot at the same time. I'm not sure if I really understand this one. It's going to be something we're going to try out. Oh, she doesn't even have her weapon anymore. She just got her gun removed. Moira. So the primary fire now deals damage, and then the secondary actually heals. So now it's a flip-flop, which is very interesting because that means you can infinitely heal, but you can't infinitely do the pull. Is that kind of how it works? So that'll actually make, that's a pretty interesting change. This is almost something, like some of these are probably things that they were actually testing out because people complain about the DPS Moiras, and then now you can't consistently do DPS. You can heal forever. But next up was Zen Orb of Destruction. The ammo got increased. The secondary fire charge time got decreased. The secondary fire projectiles are 33% faster. Secondary fire's damage got decreased. You can now charge up to 8 orbs. I think, what was it, 5 or 6? Zenyatta accelerates upward while charging secondary fire. So Zenyatta DPS over here. Really cool stuff, guys. Which one is your favorite? I'm going to be testing out all of these. I think that these are going to be insanely fun to mess around with. But let me know, guys, which character you guys think is like absolutely the best. For me, I just think that some of these are absolutely crazy, like the Reinhardt one. And I think Ramatra definitely OP. I mean, you literally just have infinite ultimate. That's going to be crazy. But if you guys want to see gameplay of this, sub, turn on the bell. I'm literally going to be dropping it as soon as we get some gameplay here. But anyways, this is going to be an insanely fun patch, man. Crazy.